Hi, I'm Ben Mankiewicz. Thanks for watching TCM, where we're in the middle of a lineup of Cary Grant comedies. Grant is December's Star of the Month. He had 4 movies released in 1940. 3 of them still stand as among the best comedies of the era. His Girl Friday, co-starring Rosalind Russell. My Favorite Wife with Irene Dunne. We'll have both of those films later this month. The third is the picture we have next from MGM in 1940, co-starring Katharine Hepburn and Jimmy Stewart, The Philadelphia Story. Hepburn plays Tracy Lord, a young, headstrong socialite about to get married for the second time. But her wedding plans are interrupted by the unexpected arrival of her ex-husband, that's Cary Grant, and a team of tabloid reporters played by Jimmy Stewart and Ruth Hussey. The Philadelphia Story began as a Broadway play written specially for Katharine Hepburn by Philip Barry at a time when her career needed a significant boost. On stage, she starred opposite Joseph Cotten, who played her ex, C.K. Dexter Haven, with Van Heflin co-starring as the reporter, Mike Connor. The play proved to be exactly the kind of hit Hepburn needed, and she was able to negotiate a deal with MGM for a film adaptation that put her back on Hollywood's A-list after a series of box office disappointments in the mid to late 1930s. Hepburn's deal with MGM gave her complete artistic control of the project. She got to choose the producer, the director, and her co-stars. She wanted Clark Gable to play her ex, and Spencer Tracy, whom she hadn't even met, to play the reporter. Both actors, though, were unavailable, so the roles went instead to Cary Grant and Jimmy Stewart. A pretty decent backup plan. Grant agreed to make the film on 2 conditions. He wanted top billing, and he wanted a salary of $137,000, considered steep at the time. His financial request was not at all self-serving. Grant donated his entire salary to the British War Relief Fund, supporting his home country at a time when they were fighting the Nazis largely by themselves. From MGM in 1940, directed by George Cukor, The Philadelphia Story. The Philadelphia Story represented a triumph for Katharine Hepburn, who just 2 years earlier had been branded box office poison by the Independent Theater Owners of America. It's hard to believe looking back now, but a handful of films Hepburn made in the mid to late 30s flopped at the box office, including 2 movies from 1938 she made with Cary Grant, 2 movies now considered classics, Holiday and Bringing Up Baby. As Tracy Lord in The Philadelphia Story, Hepburn delivered a performance that revitalized her career, earned her an Oscar nomination. The movie also picked up nominations for Best Picture, Best Director, Best Screenplay, and Ruth Hussey as Best Supporting Actress. Jimmy Stewart won Best Actor for his performance as Mike Connor. The only member of the core cast not nominated for an Oscar was Cary Grant, a typical oversight. It was almost as if voters at the time took Cary Grant for granted, that perhaps because he made it all look so easy, it must be that easy. Grant earned his first Oscar nomination the following year for Penny Serenade. He was nominated again in 1944 for None But the Lonely Heart. Didn't win either time. Finally, in 1970, the Academy recognized Cary Grant with an honorary award for his unique mastery of the art of screen acting. Coming up, Grant and Hepburn return in a film they made 2 years earlier, a classic screwball comedy from 1938. Howard Hawks directs Bringing Up Baby, next on Turner Classic Movies.